Welcome everybody to the Cranksgiving 2020 after party. This is the 11th annual Seattle Cranksgiving. Woo! Yay! I am joined by the lovely Kelly Reefer.
Hello.
And just wanted to say happy Cranksgiving to everybody, and I am very sorry that it has turned out this way, but it's not my fault. I blame COVID-19. I really wanted it to be an event where we all got to have fun together and bike around town and pack our bike bags full of groceries and, go to different, food sellers we've never been to before and, donate the food in person to Rainier Valley Food Bank like we have for the 10 years before this one. It's pretty devastating that we couldn't do that this year, but it's, one of many things that couldn't happen. And, though, to give a little backstory on why the event is this way, I was planning a much smaller version of the regular Cranksgiving for this year, where we were going to kind of go to one grocery store and then everyone was going to drop off their food kind of in shifts so that there wasn't any overlap. And but then when the governor announced that the restrictions on the number of people who would be in grocery stores at any given time and seeing the numbers rise, I just decided that I didn't want to send anyone to any extra grocery store trips right now. So scrapped the whole thing and invented this instead. And thank you all for joining and participating this year. I know it's different than usual, but I'm very excited about the videos and photos that have been turned in, which we'll get to watch together in a little bit.
Yeah, and Tom worked really hard to just figure out how to do this event in a totally different format. So thanks everybody who was able to participate and engage. I know it's hard sometimes to figure out how to engage things virtually, but we're all learning.
Yes. So I want to thank Rainier Valley Food Bank, like always. Just been a wonderful partner in this event. Fun fact that originally the plan was to do a different food bank every year for Cranksgiving, but Rainier Valley Food Bank has just been so amazing right from the beginning that we'll just stay with Rainier Valley Food Bank forever then. So they're just they do incredible work. The very first Cranksgiving was in 2010, the peak of the last recession, and so many new people were taking advantage of the services at Rainier Valley Food Bank and relying on the support of people like you, people who donate to Rainier Valley Food Bank and so many other food banks in town. And here we are, it's the 11th annual Cranksgiving and a whole new crisis is upon us, and so many more people are relying on food banks like Rainier Valley Food Bank. And so thank them for all the work that they do every single day, and I hope that we can support that work. And I hope that everyone watching this has donated to Rainier Valley Food Bank. The link is on seattlebikeblog.com. It was also in the manifest that you completed. You can still donate even though it's after 3 o'clock and the scavenger hunt's over. We'll allow...
More donations are always welcome.
We'll allow late donations, yeah.
Food insecurity isn't going away. It's really increasing. More and more people are relying on food banks. I think especially as we're seeing a lot of unemployment support ending for people coming up, we're going to see those numbers continue to rise. So even if this is maybe your first time donating to Rainier Valley Food Bank, monetarily, you might consider making it a regular thing. You could sign up to do a monthly giving. You could find different food banks to continue to support them. There's a lot of ways to just keep on giving.
Yes. And if you donate now and put Cranksgiving in the special notes line, we have a matching donation from the Ellis Foundation for up to $3,000 of donations will be matched. So the money you spend this year will go further than it ever has in a previous year, which is very exciting. I also want to thank Swift Industries, Very sad that we're not gathered together right now in their wonderful headquarters down in Pioneer Square, like we have for 7 years now, 6, 7 years now. It's just a wonderful space. There's such a great company, so supportive of everything that's happening in the community, and has always, from day one, I said, hey, do you want to help with this Cranksgiving thing? And they're like, yes, absolutely. What can we do? And they've just, supported it completely and fully. It's just been wonderful. They've also have put up the top prize for this, which we're going to have to figure out the winner at another time, because I need to, unless we need, do you want to get a 20-sided die?
I have 3.
Okay. We will randomize it the old-fashioned way at the end of this video.
Our secret child care helper is Christina.
Yes.
For our child who's supposedly napping but not napping.
Yeah, I think she's going to skip her nap today, which is
really great timing.
Terrifying. There's Christina.
She's great.
Okay.
Oh, also on Swift Industries, it's Small Business Saturday. If you're looking for a great place to support and buy some sweet gifts for people, Swift Industries has some amazing stuff. Not only are their bags just super wonderful, we have a little bit of a Swift bag problem. I just ordered another one this week. Oops. But they have lots of other fun, cool camping gear and other things. So really great small business to support, along with all the other favorite local shops.
Mm-hmm. And then I also want to thank the Seattle Pedaling Relief Project. And we actually have Maxwell Burton on the line. Hi, Max.
Hey. Yeah. Thanks for everybody who came out. And,
hold on one second. I think we can't hear you. Oh, no. Oh, wait. All right, now try.
Okay. Can you hear me? No?
Hold on. Now try.
Okay. Yes?
No.
You're so good.
Oh, everything was going so well. Why?
It wouldn't be a virtual event if there wasn't some challenging audio or visual issue.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I think I know what I did.
Okay.
I know what I did. Hold on. Kelly, keep saying fun things.
Fun things. Oh gosh, way to be on the spot about fun things.
No, it's okay. All right, say something, Max.
Okay. Hey. Oh. No.
We can get this.
Let's see. There's a lot of fun ways to support local businesses right now. You should consider doing that this year instead of buying anything off Amazon. What else is fun to say? I'm curious what some people's favorite bike challenges were on the manifest this year. You can always throw some things into the chat if you'd like to just say, your name and anything that you really enjoyed about doing Cranksgiving this year. And that's one thing you could do. And maybe you could throw in one of your favorite small businesses that you'd want to support.
Here, let's try this.
Okay.
Point the mic at the speaker. Let's see if that works.
Old school.
Is that
Okay.
working?
All right, clap for us. That sort of works. I bet people can hear it, maybe.
But I wanted to really thank everybody for coming out on their bikes and helping us at our different volunteer events all throughout the city throughout this week. From White Center to El Centro to Bird Bar to U District. Everybody who came out really made a huge difference in getting food out to people who need it, especially this week. I'm especially grateful for the 3 new volunteers who came out to El Centro. At El Centro, we delivered literal Thanksgiving kits out to 11 families, and that included turkeys and entire apple pies. So that was so cool, and it was really needed for this week, because there are so many people who are self-isolated. There are so many people who don't feel comfortable taking public transit to the food bank. So these sort of community level kind of deliveries are really kind of what we need to get a lot of people who are experiencing food insecurity through this winter and the spring. And I really hope that the cyclists, the amazing volunteers who cycled with us this week, were able to get out and explore their communities too, and check out new little parks or check out their local pea patch to also, take a selfie with that. And I'm hopeful that a lot of you checked off that list of restocking a Little Free Pantry and maybe learned a little bit more about the Little Free Pantry system that provides kind of micro community level food security to people in need who aren't even able to get to the food banks or maybe not even able to contact the food banks. Yeah, so I just big round of applause to everybody who was able to come out and ride with us, and I hope to continue seeing all of you more through this winter and spring, because we have a lot of work to do.
Yes, and thank you so much for making that resource. If you go to the Pedaling Relief Project /Cranksgiving, it was linked in the Seattle Bike blog post. It was a really great resource that not only shows the food banks that the Pedaling Relief Project works with if you want to drop off things on your own time, but also lists like what each place has specifically been asking for, which is just such a wonderful information to have, and I encourage everyone to take advantage of that, and you can always work on your own time or sign up for a Pedaling Relief Project shift, which that information was also in your manifest. So you've already all done it. So you don't even need me to say this. So since we last talked, Pedaling Relief Project has become part of Cascade or supported by Cascade Bicycle Club. How's that relationship working?
Yeah, so they're really they're supporting us now in terms of getting us connected in with the huge volunteer pool that Cascade has, and really letting us engage with their volunteers, and hopefully we'll become greater partners as the winter goes on, in terms of giving us access to all of their great staff and their resources, and letting us use a lot of the different like event gear that they have in terms of like pop-up canopies and bins and tubs and like floor pumps, all the kind of little things that you don't really think about when you're putting together a big volunteer event. So yeah, I'm very, very happy to be working with Cascade Bicycle Club now, and they're really excited to continue to support SPRP.
Great.
Yeah, and we've definitely grown, and we've added a few different types of volunteer events. We've started to work a lot with the Little Free Pantry system in terms of identifying organizations that have a lot of food to spare and are willing to give out food, and connect it and organizing cycling events around that to get that food distributed out to all the Little Free Pantries in the area. In fact, just last month, we organized an event to distribute around 2,000 pounds of food from Mary's Place, Seattle, out to every Little Free Pantry in King County, which at that time was like 89. And that really, really helps both the food banks and everybody in the community who's experiencing food insecurity, by just giving people immediate access to food if they're newly experiencing homelessness, or if they are working paycheck to paycheck and for 1 week they just haven't been able to work things out. The Little Free Pantries really give people just access right away, and I think that's very important, because having access to food is a basic human right, and we're here to connect our amazing cyclists and just cyclists in the community to to that mission.
So, what if someone wanted to, let's say, host a little free pantry? What do they do? How do they find out how to do that?
Yeah. So they go to the littlefreepantries.org, and there's a button that you can volunteer. Or no, there's a button where you can pantry host and FAQ. And that's basically where you can go and sign up to be what is called a pantry steward. And what a pantry steward does is they basically find a place on their yard and their property kind of facing the street where we can put a little free pantry in, and then they're just in charge of keeping it cleaned up, basically, and letting either SPRP know or the main organizer, Molly, know when the pantry is empty, and then we'll organize a few great volunteers to come and pick up food from a food bank or Mary's Place or any number of sources to come over and restock that pantry, with the hopes that we're hoping to connect volunteers with food banks and with other organizations that are giving food to create basically these pantry loops where if a volunteer cyclist has an hour or two free out of their week, they can go run this pantry loop where they're restocking these little free pantries on their own time.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
So if you're a rider and you maybe haven't been able to get out and do some of our delivery rides for food banks, but you want to get out and support the community and get to know the pantry stewards and the people who use the pantry, shoot me an email and contact me, and I'll get you connected with one of those pantry restocking loops and get you filled in.
That's great. Yeah, I think we joked last time that all these years of doing Cranksgiving, like we've been practicing for this moment when and so now it's like, well, Cranksgiving is what it is, but really this need doesn't just exist on Thanksgiving week. So I love these ongoing bike support projects.
And one of the main impetus of SPRP was us thinking like, we kind of want to do Cranksgiving but in reverse, right? Going from the food bank to people out in the community.
Yeah, and the Little Free Pantry is such a cool thing too, because it can be so kind of independent and just on your own time if you decide to set up your own free pantry or do those runs. So that's a great option for a lot of folks.
So the next thing that we have in our program, the Rander Valley Food Bank does not have somebody on the line with us today, but they did send a video that they made recently talking about everything that they've been doing since, with the additional challenges of COVID-19. Like in a typical year, they would have just had a swarm of people dropping off and picking up food on the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And obviously that doesn't work anymore. So their work has just become so much more complicated. We'll watch the video. I think this video is very helpful, and I'm very happy they sent it along. It's just a couple minutes.
We do everything from pack groceries to cook foods.
We have meals that folks can take with them that are pre-prepared. We also have grocery bags, which are like raw ingredients, dry goods, produce, protein.
And our backpack program, we partner with 10 Seattle schools. Our backpack program is unique because we provide families with fresh produce on top of snack items.
The volunteers are responsible for just about as much stuff as I am. We take a very different approach when engaging with our volunteers. We like to train them as staff, so our volunteers do everything.
So we need at least 20 people driving, and then there's about 50 people a day are in and out of here doing something to help us.
Some of my best volunteers come in the most worst situations because they operate from a place of compassion and really understand what people are going through.
I just think volunteer roles here are not the same as at other organizations. Volunteers do a huge part of everything and are a big part of the leadership of the organization as well.
My name is Garrett Wilkerson, and I am a home delivery driver for the Rander Valley Food Bank. I haven't done anything like this in a while, so it's pretty rewarding. It feels good.
So we was preparing for the virus long before it actually became very big. I would say in January, we start talking about it, how real it could really get, and what type of changes we would potentially make.
A lot of families are kind of teetering on the edge of like feeling like they need that extra financial support, and then having something like COVID just kind of tip people's financial stability over the edge.
And before we knew it, we went from 1,200 people coming to the facility every week to delivering over 2,000 bags of groceries out.
That has been a huge scale change for us. We've had to get new systems in place for making routes for drivers. We've had to hire on a volunteer coordinator, more gloves, hand sanitizer, hygiene stations. So it's actually been really amazing, the outpour of support that we've gotten since COVID, and a lot of people want to know how they can help. They want to know, should I donate food? Should I donate supplies? Should I donate money? And all are great, of course, but we can do the most with monetary donations because it provides us with more flexibility.
If we had a permanent, larger physical space, that would really allow us to do a lot more as far as concrete food distribution and then also building community.
We're not just a food bank. Most people assume that you come here to help us. Our first fight is hunger. Our first fight is poverty and systemic oppression itself. So we can continue to build a community that focuses on equality everywhere and fight all social injustice going on in this city first. And as we grow, we can branch out and maybe, influence other organizations.
All right, we've lost Maxwell for a moment, but that's all right. So yeah, Rainier Valley Food Bank doing so much good work. Their ambitions are so much more than just providing food out the door. Like they have very wide-ranging ambitions about how they're part of a much larger change that society needs to make, and be more so that everyone has what they need. Just naturally, they don't need Rainier Valley Food Bank. Like that's part of their mission as well. So I really like that they have that perspective as an organization. So yes, so please donate, and go ahead and send the donation link around to, family and friends who didn't participate, and, ask them to contribute to, it's not, can't have too much.
Another themed holiday giving day is Giving Tuesday. So December 1st is a day where you will probably be getting a lot of emails from a lot of different nonprofits and organizations to do donations. So that can be another really good impetus to send the link around for Rainier Valley Food Bank and really use that kind of Giving Tuesday push. And, if you don't really want anything for the holiday season this year, you can ask people to donate instead of giving you a gift. So that's another great way to encourage other people to donate and kind of build and invite more people to participate in donating.
So yeah, we're getting close to the end, and I just want to thank all of you so much for participating this year and being a wonderful community in Seattle that is just so supportive of each other and of Seattle Bike Blog, myself. There's so much love, and I just miss all of you so much.
We really miss group bike rides. We really miss being outside and hanging out with people and
biking for no reason together, and ending up wherever we end up, or getting together for any reason. I mean, I just miss all that so much, and it'll be back. It's someday. This too shall pass, as my grandmother would say. And I was really excited when you all sent in photos and videos And if you sent them in very recently, I have not gotten them yet, or they will not be featured here. But here's just a little peek at what I had, what had been sent to me, and what I had put in before I had to come on here and do the show. So, so it's a little rough, but here we go. Thank you all.
All right, that was.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, and ivory skin and eyes of emerald green.
I'm not very funny, so I'll sing this song instead. Riding in the rain, it used to fill my heart with dread. Then I moved to Seattle and I put my butt in the saddle. I got myself some good rain gear and now I ride with no fear.
What's a bike's favorite type of poetry?
Spoken word.
Hey Robin, why does your bike have a kickstand?
Because it's too tired.
I'm thankful for our neighbors who smile at me on the street.
Now I could easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. You could have your choice of men, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I'm glad I had this talk with you, 'cause my happiness, it depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him even though you can.
How many bikes does it take to screw in a light bulb?
N+1.
We're gonna need another one.
Here's one.
Oh. Well, we're gonna need another one.
Well, here's one.
Well, we're gonna need another one.
Well, here's one.
We're gonna need another one.
Here's one.
You know, maybe we don't need this light bulb after all.
Cut.
A little N+1 humor for y'all.
Yes. Thank you everybody who sent in photos and videos. You can still send them in, because I'll do a roundup follow-up post on the bike blog, and I'll try to include everything in there. But yeah, thank you so much. We have 20-sided die here, so that's pretty sweet.
Oh, I can't quite see it there.
Okay, is it gonna focus? Is it gonna focus? Yeah. So I don't know who gets that, but is that a 1 maybe?
It's 1, yeah.
Oh no, there's another one. Is that 20?
Yeah.
That's 20. That's cool. Cool. All right. So I'm going to read a team name. We're going to roll it, and we'll try to find... Well, I guess we should say first who the winner is. That makes more sense, right? So the winner...
Meticulously planned this part out.
Yes. The winner of Cranksgiving 2020 with an astounding 25 out of 27 possible points is Team Cupcake Chapstick.
Woo!
So we will be sending you, I will email you with your details on how to get your prize. But congratulations. And then I'm going to raffle a prize.
How many raffle prizes do you have?
I think I have one.
Okay.
One raffle prize. Everyone has not a chance. No. The testing testing at test.com just won. No, that won't do. Lucky 13. That's one cyclist. Team One Cyclist won the second prize. I'll read off some other... I got to read the team names. They're always good. Got Fat Salmon Berries. Thank you so much for joining. Skookum. Did I say that right?
I don't know.
I probably didn't say that right.
Skookum, yep.
Yes.
It's a Canadian word.
Whoops. What am I doing? 2 turn-in pedals and a microphone. That's a good one. Professor Dave. Always participating. Professor Dave. Been coming for years. Ballard Biker. Standard Ramblers. Pepper Dilemma. Across the Pond. Cramp and Go Slow. No Brakes. Joe's Got Lazy. Frowny Face. The Tribble Trouble. Spin. Team Poochie Pups. And Fliss Family. So thank you all for participating this year. And be on the lookout for follow-up posts with more photos and videos, and a big thank you. And the fundraising page is still live. You're welcome to keep encouraging people to donate. Put Cranksgiving in the special notes line, and it will go towards the total. And I think that's all we have to say. Thanks to Maxwell. Thanks Kelly for joining. Thanks Swift Industry, Rander Valley Food Bank, Seattle Pedaling Relief Project, and thank you to the Ellis Foundation. So you all are wonderful, and I'm sure we'll get to see each other and give each other big hugs soon. So,
Bye.